Hello, Bay Broncos. It's Mrs. W. Happy Friday. And look, here I am at Bay School. It's very strange to be here without all the children, though. So I hope that you all stayed safe this week in the storms. It was serious. I was a little worried about driving this morning because I didn't know how the roads would be, but it was okay. Things were pretty clear today. So we're going to have more rain next week, so continue to stay safe. There's some leaks in our school. So thankfully, Ms. Rachel was able to put in some work orders, so hopefully they'll come and fix the leaks in the building. Teachers are still here. It's important. So next week, February 1st, starts Black History Month. And Black Lives Matter at School Week is the first week of February. We're really focusing on racial equity and racial justice and making sure that school is a good place for everyone. So I'm excited about that. Hero Squad starts on February 1st, and so that's for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So if you're interested in donating to the Hero Squad, check them out at herosquad.org and look for our school. And then on Thursday, our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Tracy Noriega, will be visiting Bay and we'll be going into Zoom classrooms. So it'll be exciting. So I'm glad she's coming to see the amazing things we're doing at Bay. So I hope you're all doing well, and reach out if you have questions. My email is always open to you. And one of the other things next week for Black Lives Matter at School Week of Action, I'll be doing daily videos talking about historical figures in Black history and in our history. And I will also be presenting the guiding principles of Black Lives Matter at School so that you get to know them a little better. So next week is going to be exciting, everybody. I'm very excited about it. Tune in for all my videos. All right. So today the book I have to read is called There Might Be Lobsters by Carolyn Creamy. Look, that's Suki. Lots of things at the beach scared Suki. Lots. There might be lobsters. Come on, Suki, you can do it, said Eleanor. She stood at the bottom of the stairs to the beach and waved to Suki. There's Suki up there. But Suki was just a small dog, and the stairs were big and sandy, and she hadn't had lunch yet, and her foot hurt a little. She might get a shell stuck up her nose, and she might tumble down on her head, and then she'd need stitches, and besides, there might be lobsters. So Suki sat at the top of the stairs with Chunkamunka by her side. See Chunkamunka? It's her monkey. Oh, all right, said Eleanor. She picked them both up with a tisk and a huff and carried them down the stairs. Come on, Suki, you can do it, said Eleanor. She tossed a beach ball Suki's way. Do you think Suki's going to get that ball? But Suki was just a small dog, and the beach ball was big and beachy, and it might hit her nose, and then it would pop, and it might be too loud, or it might knock her down, and she might never get up again, and she might have to live on the beach forever and eat seaweed to survive, and besides, beach balls attract lobsters. So Suki sat far away from the beach ball with Chunkamunka by her side. It looks like Suki has a lot of worries, but some of these worries are stopping her from doing things that might be fun, like playing with the beach ball with Eleanor. Oh, Suki. Eleanor swooped that pup up with a tisk and a huff and cradled her in her arms. Come on, Suki, you can do it. Eleanor stood at the water's edge and splashed a little splash at Suki. Do you think she's going to go into the water? She has a lot of worries. But Suki was just a small dog, and those waves were big, and they were whooshy, and they were salty, and they were too wet. And they might toss her out in the middle of the sea, and she might float all the way to Tasmania or even Florida. And she might be swallowed by a whale, and she wasn't wearing a bathing suit, and besides, there might be lobsters. So Suki sat at the edge of the water with Chunkamunka by her side. Oh, Suki, said Eleanor. She shook her head and dove into the waves. Suki sat and watched beach balls bouncing and big boys running and umbrellas flapping and lifeguards blowing loud whistles and waves splish-splashing with Chunkamunka. A lot going on. Floating out to sea! Suki barked for Chunkamunka to come back. Chunkamunka started to sink. It's one of the dangers if you sit on the edge of the water. Sometimes the water hits you. Suki started to paddle. She paddled past a big beachy ball and through a huge salty wave and over something that might even be a lobster. Until she had Chunkamunka. He was safe. Suki had saved him. She felt braver than the bravest dog because even though she was very small, Chunkamunka was smaller. "Oh, Suki, I knew you could do it," said Eleanor. She picked them both up with a yay and a hooray and swung them very gently through the air. Suki sat in the sandy sand with the wavy waves and watched for lobsters with Chunkamunka by her side. And they didn't see one all day. Wow, Suki was afraid of a lot of things, but she overcame her fears to help her friend and to save Chunkamunka. So, this is a good book. I like this one. There might be lobsters. So, Broncos, have a wonderful weekend. I miss you and I love you. Remember, today and every day, it's great to be a Bronco. I'll see you next week. Bye, Broncos.